Marina, Dawn said earlier that it's like using a sledgehammer to crack a nut. What's your view?
Oh, see, I had a different analogy. Mine was burning down your house because you don't like a patch of carpet.
Right.
Because I understand that people are saying, right, they want to get out of the European Convention on Human Rights because it's that is grounding, for example, the flights to Rwanda. I understand that's what they're doing here. But what I would really ask you to look at is the European Convention of Human Rights is, my God, it is so much more than that. It is your last resort as a defence if something happens with the state. So to give you an example, you know, the Hillsborough disaster, justice for Hillsborough. The reason they were able to get that justice is because of the European Convention on Human Rights. Because if the state does something to you, then it's your way of challenging the state. So as we know, the police were blaming the victims for what happened to them at Hillsborough. And thanks to that European Convention on Human Rights, actually, they got justice and they basically overturned the decision. The same with European Convention on Human Rights. It stopped criminalisation of homosexual acts. It also stopped the banning of LGBT plus people in the armed forces. And another thing to bear in mind as well, completely separate, is, you know, this was Winston Churchill's legacy, the ECHR. And if we remove ourselves from it, we also breach the Good Friday Agreement. Yeah. So we risk destabilising peace in Northern Ireland. All for what? Because we want to send an overpriced, inhumane plane of people against their will to Rwanda.